NFL on EA Sports. And we've got the Black Knight sure-handed tight end. No shortage of work for him, sitting second in the league in catches. It's the Black Knights and the Packers. All that and more coming up next.
Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway here in London. Takes it at the 7. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And they'll be led out by their 6-year cornerback.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Buying time to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. In trouble, and he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Had to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year of the NFL now.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys that say that the numbers and rankings, they don't matter to him very much. I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish number 1, including himself.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 2nd and 4. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 23. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Throw left side, complete to Chase. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to the
touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 on the year.
And the Black Knights get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Under pressure, they got him again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
He's NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's pulled in at the 32. Well, that one a 55-yard punt, 13 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, this team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off again.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through. I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
They pick up 12 on the play, and the chains move. Down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more on that one, and another first down. They'll try to run this one in. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Back to throw here. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year.
And the Black Knights are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. So this drive spans 7 plays. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Packers offense set to go. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Now Etienne to start the drive.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
Etienne up the middle.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air to the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense will probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Hayes. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 45-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
12 more yards there and another first down. Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here they'll give him another shot here on the ground. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's London with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. They'll look to throw, and that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They're going to look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Black Knights have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Now the try here for the point after. And it is now 21-0. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now come the Packers for their next drive as we take a look at the playoff race in the NFC coming into the weekend. Well, as we know, they have already clinched the NFC North, a wild card game waiting for them to open the postseason, and they have earned the right to host at Charles in front of the home crowd.
And this is a division with a lot of history and legacy. And if you're a team to take the crown out of this group, you've already proven you're one of the names to watch in the NFC playoffs. I think they'll be an incredibly tough out in the postseason.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Out now is the punter, Jordan Stout.
It's fielded at the 45. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll set up to throw. To the sideline, and that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the 1st down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. 46 yards rushing for him now to this point. So, CD, here we are. You look at how well this offense has played all year. 16-0. Now, in most years, they'd be at home right now enjoying time off for their perfect season, getting ready for the postseason. But this is the decade of the 2020, so that means 17 games are what's needed to get through a perfect season. Would a win here make them an all-timer for you?
It would. It absolutely would. And I realize we're not comparing apples to apples because of the length of regular seasons. But if you think back to the 1972 Dolphins, they were 14-0 in the regular season. 3 wins made them a Super Bowl champion, so they were 17-0 total. Imagine getting through 17 now and then continuing on and winning the Super Bowl. They're an all-timer team already for me.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half.
And the Black Knights are able to add on to their 1st half lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this 1st half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll look to throw here.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That's a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
It's a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it. But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
So on 4th down, Ron Rivera sends out the field goal unit. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And they will remain well behind.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
And he'll find Chase on the right side complete.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
2nd and 4.
Now back to throw.
Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Delay of game,
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still 1st down.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Back to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, it's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Black Knights will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We'll start things out with an AFC North matchup. Baltimore heading over to take on Cleveland. And it's the Ravens who have the lead as they play the second quarter. Lamar Jackson with 3 touchdown passes. Next, we go from one Ohio team to the other as we check in with the Bengals at home in Cincinnati. And they have the lead over the visiting New York Jets at halftime. The Bengals trying to hold on and claim victory. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. 2 touchdowns in that ball game for Javonte Williams. And on now to a check on the next-gen stats in that first half for the Packers. And this tells the story right here. As a unit, negative yards passing through 2 quarters of play. That is something you almost never see. Meanwhile, on the other side, they were much more successful throwing the football than their counterparts. As you can see the numbers there.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like the empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second. They'll set up a throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He'll look to throw. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked down inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They'll start on the ground, ETN. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
So free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. It's taken to the 26. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 21. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
He finds his man, complete. That's Hayes. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. There's that man again. It's complete. Touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Black Knights are pouring it on. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. He'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game. even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
They'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Call it a loss of 8 there, and it's going to lead to a 4th down. 4th and goal.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
So on 4th down, Ron Rivera sends out the field goal unit. This from 44 yards away. And his kick here is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He has been on his A game. We're in the 3rd quarter. He's already in search of touchdown pass number 5.
He's played so well that it's hard for me to take my eyes off of him, even when he's not on the field. I keep finding my eyes finding him on the bench in between series, wondering what he's going to do next. This has been a blast to watch him play the position.
He's been spectacular with those 4 touchdown passes. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 83 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's got this down to the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Hayes. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. The partners still in the 3rd quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the 4th quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
Second and 6. Eluding the and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. T.J. Watt. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play 3 quarters. Welcome back now here in London. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1 yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. From a yard out. And the Black Knights look poised to reach 17-0 as they add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Another drive coming up for this Packers offense. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
This offense so far on third down, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Back to throw again. That's taken in by Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 106 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Hands it off out of the gun. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. And they bring their punter out there now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Back to throw here. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. On now is the Packers punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. On play action, they'll throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hayes. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll work down inside the 45. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. This from 36 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3, and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Well, this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.
Yeah, they weren't going to let up just because the lead was safe. They wanted to play as big a part in this game as their offense did in making this blowout. They needed to be noticed as well, and they played accordingly.
So for the home team here, they finish off a perfect regular season, 17-0. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, the loss means they finish with a mark of 10 wins and 7 losses. And they'll get their shot at